A while ago, Chinese Premier Li Keqiang called for the country's jobless to ignite a straight stall economy to help rescue the rapidly declining national economy. Earlier this year, the party appeared to have tabled this policy, but recently it was revived in Beijing. Someone felt that this may be a manifestation of the unsustainability of China's economy. Someone was worried and shared an example. The local urban management bureau can charge a month of management fee for the stall today, but 2 days later, it will not allow the stall to be set up, but no refund would be provided. After a while, they allow the residents to set them up again, during which they can charge management fees again. This entire process overall is just like a fancy way of blackmailing ordinary Chinese people. Someone said these street vendors can be exploited by those from the Department of Industry and Commerce, Urban Management, and even the Environmental Regulation Agency. Someone shared that recently our county mandated all enrolled students to purchase medical insurance or rural cooperative medical care, which has never been the case before, as in the past, students have the choice to purchase or not purchase the coverage. This example also reflects the current state of economy in China. Someone said at the Bank of China at present, the maximum amount that's allowed to be withdrawn at the counter is 20,000 at a time. No more than 5 transactions can be made in a single day. Someone shared that in the city of Shenzhen, there is a pedestrian street where more than 30% of the shops have been closed. About 80% of the wholesale markets are closed. Someone expressed disbelief in an ironic way and said that Beijing state media CCTV recently reported that China's GDP grew by 4.9% in the third quarter and made the point that while countries worldwide reported negative numbers, China's economy is thriving amid the pandemic. The man in the video is Professor He Weifang, a Chinese scholar of conscience. He is sharing about how the Nazis evolved and succeeded step by step.
这次是德国唱的歌，跟我们现在唱的红歌都很相似，高举我们的旗帜，鲜血染红的旗帜啊，这个如何元首跟着元首前进。纳粹绝对他的兴起不是说一开始做的事都是让人民很反感，不，他让人民很喜欢。比方说把社会中间那些小混混都给人该抓就抓，该判就判。根本不讲什么程序，老百姓高兴，你看这个地痞流氓，应该把他们抓起来，砍砍杀杀的，整天啊，这帮人抓起来特别好。因为意大利的黑手党几百年，意大利政府没办法，墨索里尼一上台，解决了，三拳两脚，铜拳铁掌，那真是最后意大利人民一片欢呼啊！真的是这么强硬的领导人多好。啊，最后发现，慢慢的这个铁拳头打向所有的对他提出质疑的任何人，逐渐的开始就法西斯化，就是纳粹化。
An netizen shared a video taken in a small county that allegedly shows stability maintenance personnel walking on the street. Someone said, with so many stability maintenance personnel taking to the streets, the CCP is creating an atmosphere of terror and ruling the country with violence. This is not at all what a civilized country should look like. Someone reminded Liu Wencai, who was depicted as a wicked landlord in school textbooks in Communist China, was in reality a philanthropist who truly valued the importance of education and founded schools. The history about him has been distorted by the CCP. Someone said one reason the CCP was able to come to power was that its initial membership composition was ruffians, gangsters, bandits who have no bottom line and share no sense of humanity. Someone said, I hate everything related to Chinese culture. The Chinese vocabularies have been proven to be useless as many are never used in advanced communications, so there is no need for the next generation to learn them. Someone replied, I can definitely understand this kind of remarks that you made regarding hating Chinese culture, but what you hate about is not the real Chinese culture, because mainland China has gone through the Cultural Revolution and has been polluted by Marxist-Leninism. The existing so-called Chinese culture is not the real one. Taiwan celebrates democracy and freedom. Chinese has been the primary language used for communication, but in the meantime, Chinese culture has been passed down. This proved that traditional culture did not hinder Taiwan's integration with the world, but only helped bring together more diverse perspectives. Someone also said the CCP has destroyed Chinese culture and replaced it with Marxist-Leninist culture. Therefore, those mainlanders who have been poisoned by the CCP want to westernize their own children in the US. They say that they do not want them to be identified as so-called Chinese people, but in essence, what they do not want is to see their children becoming CCP's people that adopt the party's ways of thinking. Taiwanese people do not need to worry about this problem after they immigrate because traditional Chinese culture has been well preserved in Taiwan. Someone said Lu Xun has been the CCP's guiding medium for destroying Chinese culture. For this reason, Beijing has been vigorously promoting Lu Xun's thoughts, especially among students. Chinese people's minds have been successfully altered. The person in the video is a pro-Beijing one manipulated by the CCP to brainwash Chinese people. He made some quite bizarre comments about death.
我曾经在北京大学讲过死亡哲学的课程，对死亡问题我想得很明白，无非好死和这个坏死，不得好死。我看绝大多数人都不得好死，好死就无疾而终，坐到那儿我就红化了，我做不到，我肯定不得好死。既然已经知道自己的结果是不得好死，那也就无所谓了。
Someone said the voices of people like him actually come from the highest level of the CCP. Well, on the contrary, it's likely that many of the CCP officials themselves and their family members are staying in the US. Someone posed a question for this child and asked him to cross off all the unimportant ones and only have one left. The words that are written on the blackboard include mobile phone, snacks, father, tablet, grandpa, grandma, grandpa-in-law, grandma-in-law, brother, sister, mother, and friend. Someone commented, making such choice every single time is like killing one's love time and again. Such a cruel choice not only hurts the child, but also destroys the important familial relationship. Someone said this will illustrate how the CCP's education sows hatred among children starting from an early age.
Child, we will take you in. Child, we will bring you home. You'll be a flower that sees the spring. Soon a dove flying high over the storm.